Never ignore this Feng Shui bedroom rule if you want financial stability. Why financial stability feels so hard for so many. There are people who don't earn extraordinary incomes, yet somehow feel financially stable. And then there are people who earn more, work harder, try everything, but still feel like money never fully settles. It comes in, it leaves, it creates tension instead of relief. If that feels familiar, this video is not here to motivate you. It's here to correct something fundamental. Because financial stability is not created by effort alone. It is created by how safe your nervous system feels holding money. Ancient Feng Shui masters understood this long before psychology had a name for it. Modern neuroscience confirms it today. And the place where this safety is either built or destroyed is your bedroom, not your office, not your bank account, not your mindset affirmations, your bedroom. And there is one Feng Shui bedroom rule that determines whether wealth stabilizes or quietly leaks away. Most people ignore it. Some have never heard it. Others think it's decorative. But if you want financial stability, not just income, this rule cannot be skipped. Stay with me because the mistake happens at night, silently, and once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Part 1. Why the bedroom is a money zone. In classical Feng Shui, the bedroom is not a neutral space. It is the place where qi settles, the nervous system resets, identity patterns are reinforced. Guo Pu taught that qi enters most deeply when the body is horizontal, when defenses drop and awareness softens. Yang Yun Song emphasized that what surrounds the sleeper becomes embedded in destiny patterns. Modern psychology says the same thing in different language. During sleep, the brain consolidates beliefs. Emotional responses are reinforced. Risk perception is recalibrated. Financial habits are emotionally rehearsed. This means your bedroom is not just where you rest, it is where your relationship with money is trained. If the bedroom feels unsafe, chaotic, pressured, or unresolved, financial stability feels unnatural. You can earn more, but you won't feel secure. And stability requires security before it requires strategy. Part 2. Financial stability is a nervous system state. Here's something most money advice ignores. Financial stability is not about numbers first. It's about how the body experiences safety. In cognitive behavioral therapy, behavior follows emotional state, and emotional state follows environment. If your nervous system lives in vigilance, pressure, incompletion, subtle anxiety, you will unconsciously rush decisions, avoid long-term planning, undervalue yourself, sabotage consistency. This is not weakness, it's conditioning. Your bedroom either tells your body, I am safe, I can rest, I can hold, or it tells your body, stay alert, stay prepared, don't relax. Money cannot stabilize in the second state. Part 3. The bed as a symbol of support. In Feng Shui, the bed represents support. Not romance, not decoration, support. Support is the felt sense that something is holding you, that you are backed, protected, and not alone. This is why the headboard matters more than people realize. In classical Feng Shui, a proper headboard should be solid, stable, made of wood or another grounding material, continuous, not open work, slatted, or full of gaps. Why? Because wood belongs to the element of growth and continuity, but only when it is whole and uninterrupted. An open or hollow headboard allows qi to fragment behind the head. Fragmented qi does not support, it destabilizes. Guo Pu taught that qi must be contained in order to nourish destiny. Yang Yun Song emphasized that support behind the body determines confidence in life. Psychologically, this aligns perfectly with modern understanding. When the space behind the head feels open, broken, or visually porous, the nervous system remains subtly alert. This creates what cognitive behavioral therapy calls hypervigilance, a state where the body never fully releases control. And when the body doesn't release control, rest is shallow, trust is limited, security feels temporary, money is experienced as something to monitor, not hold. A solid wooden headboard sends a different signal. I am supported. I don't need to watch my back. I can rest without losing control. That signal is not decorative, it is neurological. When support is missing at night, the subconscious compensates during the day, often through money anxiety, overthinking, or fear of instability. This is why financial stability rarely improves through effort alone. It improves when support is restored at the level where the body learns safety. Part 4. What you sleep next to shapes financial thinking. Proximity matters. The brain assigns meaning based on what is closest during vulnerable states. Objects near the bed are read as relevant, important, emotionally charged. This is why phones increase anxiety, why clutter increases stress, why unresolved objects increase rumination. When money-related stress lives near the bed, the subconscious rehearses scarcity every night. This is not symbolic, it is neurological. And it's why so many people feel financially tense without understanding why. Part 5. Emotional anchoring, explained clearly. In cognitive behavioral therapy, this is called emotional anchoring. Emotional anchoring happens when the brain links an object or environment to a specific emotional state based on past experience. Once the link is formed, the emotion can be triggered automatically, without conscious thought. If an object was present during a period of stress, fear, or financial struggle, the nervous system stores it as a signal. Seeing it again, especially during sleep, reactivates the same emotional pattern, even if your circumstances have changed. The brain responds to familiarity, not logic. Sleeping next to emotionally anchored objects keeps the nervous system in survival mode. Visual metaphor. It's like sleeping next to an old alarm clock that no longer rings, but your body still never fully rests. This is how financial instability is reinforced quietly. Part 6. Broken, unused, and someday objects. In Feng Shui, Qi responds to usefulness, integrity, vitality. Broken objects interrupt flow. Cracked objects leak energy. Unused objects represent delayed identity. Psychologically, they send micro-messages. This is acceptable. I tolerate incompletion. I postpone resolution. Over time, this conditions the brain to accept financial leaks, delayed goals, inconsistent outcomes. Cleaning is not aesthetic, it is behavioral reprogramming. Removing what no longer serves refreshes both the space and the self. This is why cleansing comes before activation. Do photos of deceased people, sad paintings, or solitary images in Feng Shui? In Feng Shui, Qi doesn't only respond to physical condition, it also responds to emotional tone. Images carry meaning, meaning carries emotion, emotion shapes Qi. Photos of deceased people, sorrowful artwork, or images of loneliness, abandonment, or struggle may be meaningful, but when placed near resting or sleeping areas, they continuously activate yin-heavy emotional states. Guo Pu taught that spaces of rest must nourish life, not memory. Yang Yun Song warned that prolonged exposure to grief symbols anchors destiny to the past. From a psychological perspective, this aligns directly with emotional anchoring. The brain doesn't analyze images intellectually during rest. It absorbs their emotional signal. Each night, the nervous system quietly rehearses loss instead of continuity, reflection instead of momentum, absence instead of expansion. This doesn't mean these images are bad or disrespectful. It means placement matters. Why this affects money and stability. Financial stability requires a nervous system that feels supported, oriented toward the future, and emotionally complete. Images that evoke sadness, solitude, or grief keep the subconscious focused on what has ended, what is missing, and what cannot be changed. Over time, this subtly trains the brain to expect limitation rather than growth. Money does not stabilize in environments that emotionally rehearse loss. The correct way to handle these items. These images should not be discarded impulsively. Instead, place them in spaces meant for reflection, not restoration. Keep them away from the bed and immediate sleeping area. Balance them with images of connection, vitality, or forward movement. This honors memory without letting it shape your future. Key principle. A bedroom should support where you are going, not where you have been. This applies to objects, to images, and to emotional symbols. That's why cleaning and clearing is not rejection, it's repositioning energy so life can continue to grow.
Part 7. The one-bedroom rule most people ignore. Here is the rule. Your bed must feel fully supported, protected, and uninterrupted. This includes a solid, stable headboard, visual and energetic protection behind the bed, clear space around the body, and nothing stored directly under the bed. Under-bed storage is one of the most ignored mistakes. From a Feng Shui perspective, it blocks qi circulation. From a psychological perspective, it places unresolved material directly beneath the body during vulnerability. This creates subconscious pressure. Money does not stabilize under pressure. It stabilizes under support. Part 8. Why underbed storage affects money. Sleeping above stored items creates symbolic weight. Your body rests on top of old identity, deferred decisions, emotional residue. This trains the nervous system to stay slightly alert, and alertness feels like financial insecurity, even when income is stable. Allowing air and qi to circulate under the bed sends a powerful message. I trust flow. I allow movement. I am supported. This message matters. Part 9. Activation. Why correction is not enough. Here's the truth most people miss. Correction without activation does not transform identity. Feng Shui has never been passive. Yang Yun Song taught that intention awakens form. CBT agrees. Behavior without meaning does not change identity. Activation requires conscious awareness, emotional alignment, clear intention. Without activation, changes remain mechanical. A simple activation example. After adjusting your bedroom, stand beside your bed. Place one hand on your chest. Take one slow breath. Then say, calmly and clearly, "This space supports stability and safety. I rest without fear. I hold wealth with confidence." This is not superstition. It is focused intention spoken into form. The nervous system relaxes. The identity shifts. Part 10. Cleansing before alignment. Cleaning removes physical debris. Cleansing removes emotional residue.
Old environments hold old stories. If you want new outcomes, the space must be released from the past. This is why cleansing is essential before alignment. A room cannot support financial stability if it is still carrying the imprint of struggle.
Part 11. What financial stability actually feels like. Financial stability does not feel exciting. It feels calm. It feels grounded. It feels predictable. It feels safe to plan. Your bedroom should support this state. When it does, decision-making improves. Emotional spending decreases. Long-term thinking strengthens. Opportunities are evaluated clearly. This is how money stays. Final message. This is not about furniture. This video is not about beds or rooms. It's about the environment that trains your nervous system. Your space shapes your emotional baseline. Your emotional baseline shapes your decisions. Your decisions shape your finances. When your bedroom supports safety, money no longer feels threatening. It feels manageable. It feels stable. It feels deserved. If this resonated, subscribe to Feng Shui Horizon. Here, we don't chase wealth. We remove what makes it impossible to hold.